Hi, welcome to my channel. It's Gladys from Gladys Creations Part 2. And today we are gonna have some fun with something a little different than usual. We are doing a collaboration which is called What Would You Make Collaboration. And in this collaboration, what we do is we create anything made out of wood. And the two hosts are Brenda from Rustic and Lace and Divine Design, and their guest host is Lavender and Lace. Okay, and they get together every month, and we do this collaboration. They have different guest hosts every month. Okay, and we do creations made out of wood. So let's get on with the project so you could see what I made out of wood. Here is the wood round, okay, that I'm going to be using. And this is the wreath ring from Dollar Tree. Okay, so both items are from Dollar Tree. A lot of the items we're going to be using are from Dollar Tree. I think there's only one thing that is not from Dollar Tree. I think I ordered, no, two things that I ordered on Amazon, and the other one I ordered from Walmart. All right, so here I'm tying it up, okay, with floral wire. Then I'm taking these pipe cleaners and Chanel stems, that's another name for them. I'm going to take them and wrap them here to the side. We'll glue them on and then hold it down with masking tape, and then tie it to the wood round. Okay, so it's not wobbly. All it is just to give it a little stability. It's not to really hold the wood. Okay. All right, now here I'm taking these boxes and I'm cutting them up. And I took the lids off, the sides and stuff, and then the one side I leave it on, okay? And then the other side I take the end off, okay? And then I'm joining them to make like a V shape kind of, all right? And then I'm gonna tack them down with hot glue everywhere that you see, okay? So I could form that V. Then I'm gonna take it and glue a line down through there so it stays together. And then I'm cutting the top portion off, okay? And then I'm gonna glue the rest of it together once I even it all out. And there you go. Now I'm gonna take hot glue and put it all around the edges and then place it down on my wood round. And then I'm gonna put hot glue all around the edges, okay? Like so. Just to give it a seam. Now I get this fur that I ordered on from Amazon a while ago. Um, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that centerpiece right there, and I'm gonna tack it to down the front of the box and down the sides, okay, the way that you see there. And then I'm just trimming off the excess that, so the less fur I have to move around, the better, okay? Then I show you here that I'm going to put glue like that in a triangle all around and pass the box about an inch, okay? And I'm going to smooth it out, make sure it's nice and smooth and not wrinkly, okay? So, because you'll see it if it's wrinkly, if it's not attaching right, okay? So there, I rub it in, smooth it all out, and tack that. Then I fold the top half towards me, okay? and I put on the top part of the wood round. I'm sorry I'm off camera here, but there you go. I glue those 2 pieces of styrofoam there because that's where the horns are going to be. Okay? And so you know what I'm making? I'm making a Highland cow wreath. Okay? So there, after I do that, I add some hot glue and add some fiberfill right there in the middle. And then I glue down some towards the sides in front of where the styrofoam is, okay? And there I'm just holding it down a little bit while I put the glue and start laying my fabric, well, the fur. I'm pulling it tight, okay, like so. Let's see, like that. Okay, but I'm leaving the top portion available, okay? It has to stay open, the top of the head, okay? And you'll see why. Here I'm taking my brush, and what I'm doing is I'm parting it and then cutting it on about a half inch away from the free edge of the wood round, okay? And then I continue on right there, going around and parting it, and then going back and cutting it. And I do that all the way around. Then I get some more fiberfill, and I start shoving it like down into the nose area, the bridge of the nose, and around the sides where it's not glued down at, okay? That it's still lifted. And then here I'm taking and gonna smooth that out. And I'm gonna, I think, yeah, I tack down the bottom part and I keep going all the way around the edges, tacking down the fur to the back wood round, okay? And I do this all the way around until I reach the opening that is not to be glued down, okay? And then here, after I'm done stuffing it and everything, I seal the hole so it's not falling out or popping out or anything going in that's not supposed to, okay? So then here I brush the fur forward to check it out, and because I seen that line in the middle, and all that is a fold print, okay? It'll smooth out once I stuff it completely. You know, all right. So here I cut 2 pieces of wire, and they were, I think, in the store, and I don't know, I didn't put it in the description box, but what I did was I cut some of the metals, strips, and I cut them 6 inches long, and then pushed them into the horn. Okay, that's what we're making, horns. Okay, and I keep flipping them through the night as I'm up, so they don't get messed up or anything like that. So there you go. I cut it, and then I'm just gonna set it to the side to dry. All right, and here we're gonna take ribbon and we're gonna cut them at 6 inches. Okay, and this is the burlap ribbon that we're gonna cut all the ribbon at 6 inches. Okay, and this one here though, we're gonna ducktail them, okay? So there I'm gonna show you how I do it with the ducktail. I guess I'm not. Oh, there. All right, and I take it and I fold it in half, bring the looped side towards me, and then slice in an angle shape. All right. All right, and there it is. And then here is the other ribbon that I'm going to be cutting, just straight out, straight cutting them. And they measure 6 inches. Okay. So, well, we're going to cut now of the burlap. I cut 32 pieces, and then I cut 18 pieces of the silver and 18 of the red. Okay. And let me see. All right. And here is the horns. I had a lot of problems with them. They ended up getting flat because they kept sticking to the silicone mat that I have, and I couldn't get them to stop going. So what I did was I fixed them up, painted them so they can harden up faster, applied a little heat, and put it to the side to dry. Okay, and that's the ivory chalk paint from Dollar General. I bought that there. That some black and some white chalk paint. And it's all right for small projects like this, or for simple stuff. But if you need a stronger adhesive, you could use Gorilla Glue and stuff like that. All right. So here I got the head, and I had so much trouble trying to find a bead even that would go nice on his head. But we ended up cutting a styrofoam ball and painted it with that Apple Barrel's black gloss paint, okay? And then I took the fur and I have the extra pieces. I took it and I had I parted. Yeah, I'm parting right now. I'm parting it. Okay, to make the ears. Okay, and you see how it's pretty simple, and that I mean the hairpiece is a little bit fuzzy, and you have little hair follicles falling here and there. But when you part it like this, it keeps it together because you're cutting right at the part. Oh, excuse me. I'm so tired. I take this and I cut another piece the same size, same, and it was practically almost exactly the same. It was just a little bit off different. Okay, and there, I'm cutting the other piece. I don't know why I showed you this. I guess I wanted you to see my hair. All right, so I I cut that one off too. All right, and I check for the square edge on the bottom if they're almost the same. They're almost the same, but you won't see none of that. Then I take this fur from Dollar Tree and I cut that same exact shape of it. I like that fur. It feels so soft and so good, like really nice and smooth. It's like, I don't know. It's just nice. I really like that. I wish I could find a nice big chunk of that and make a rug. So, oh, to keep my feet warm. Okay, there I take the top and I fold them over into each other. And then I comb it all out to make it all like fluffy so you don't see the edges, the cut edges. I guess I showed you both. Boy, my editing was horrible today. Kathy Joe starting to rub off on me. I love me, Kathy Joe. She's so funny. She's so sweet. And she loves Highland cows. I gotta tell her I made this video. She loves Highland cows. I love cows, period. Any cow. It's my favorite animal. And they're so cute. And then, wow. Okay, here we go. And then I'm taking and parting it down from what a little styrofoam square was. I peel for it, part it, and then glue down the ears right there. And that way, the ears will be like right next to the horn. And there you go. I fluff them all out, or her out. She looks so cute. I said to my son, I think he looks more like a dog. And he goes, that's true, but it's still cute. I really like it. Made me feel good when he said that. Okay. There's a lot of a brown piece of oh, now I forget the name of this. Felt. And I cut a square that's 6 by 5, and then I cut like a half circle. That's what I have in my hand right now, the half circle. Then I fold it in half, and I glue it to there where I showed you, okay? That folded over piece, okay? That's the lower part of his mouth. I mean, her mouth. It's a girl. Then, here I put glue on the bottom of that, glue it to the box, and then flip it over. And then I cut the sides and straighten it out. And then I brush the hair all back because I'm going to glue a strip of glue, a line of glue right there. And once that dries, you won't even see that. And then I get some black paint. I'm painting the nostrils. And apply some heat to dry it. Because I don't want that black getting into anything else. Okay. And then I take these Chanel stems and I get 32 of those and cut them right in half. And I guess, oh God, my editing is so bad. And then here, I'm bringing in the ribbon. And I have the burlap. There goes all the silver and then the red. And that red and white ribbon kept getting stuck to everything. as I was trying to cut it. It's difficult. No, that's from Dollar Tree. Everything there is from Dollar Tree except for the burlap. The burlap I got, I think it was a big spindle from Walmart. Okay, I take the Chanel stem and I pinch the what I do is take the burlap and the one of the colors and I keep alternating. Okay. Well, I'm not alternating with twisted. I'm just tying the twist with the Chanel stem, and that's it. But watch with that. If you get that ribbon there, the red and the silver from Dollar Tree, it's real flimsy and delicate. It comes apart easy, so be gentle with it, so that doesn't occur. And I squish it like I did there. Wrap it with the um, styrofoam, and twist it, and then I put it to the side, okay? And excuse me, I'm sorry. And I keep everything nicely neated in piles like that, okay? So it's not all over the place, and I end up losing a piece, and I have to go and waste another piece, you know? All right, so here I bring the horns in, and I'm going to wipe them down with antique wax. Right, and then I guess I'm showing you all that. So I do with a paper towel. I dampen the paper towel and I rub the horns. And then I take the other side of the paper towel and wipe the antique wax off. Okay? Oh, goodness. I can't believe I showed you all this. I'm so sorry about that. It's, I'm actually uploading my video late. Um, due to a lot of complications I had with making this video, that I had to finish it today after work, plus edit and upload. So yeah, I'm running so behind. Okay, there they are. And I dingy them up a little bit like that because, you know, the cow's horns, they're all dingy and marked up and chipped and stuff like that because they're real clumsy animals. All right, and there I take some scissors and I poke a little tiny hole in there, and then I hold it by the little wired stem and push it down. And I do the same thing to the other side. And I'll try to figure out placement for the eyes. And I was like, oh, it was so cute. Okay, and there's how it looks after I put on the fur. Now I'm going to put all the ribbon on. Okay, and on the top, I'm doing the section right there on the top. I'm doing only 4, 2 reds and 2 whites. Okay, and all I do is just wrap the Chanel stem, or I call it pipe cleaner. The pipe cleaner, I take that and thread it through and then wrap it and twist it to the wreath. Okay, the last part of the wreath. Okay. And yeah, I guess I'm showing you everything. One I thought the video was long. And then I already show you up to there. And I'm so sorry I'm off camera. Alright. So now I set that to the side, and after I'm done, and then I'm cutting. That's the poinsettia. The red one I got from Walmart, and everything else except for the bells and the acorns, I got that in the vintage section of a Hobby Lobby. Okay, that goes by red poinsettia. And I'm just gonna let you watch and put some music on while you watch this, okay? From the rest on. You'll be able to see everything that's going on. And then when the final reveal comes, I'll come back on, okay? Didn't she turn out so cute? She still looks like a doggy to me, like a doggy with horns. I don't know, but it's cute. Um, I really enjoyed making this, and I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And don't forget to check out the collab list, the playlist. There's so many talented creators. All the information for that is in the description box below. So go check them out. And I'll see you on my next craft, which is going to be on Tuesday. And we're going to do the crafting my our way to Christmas collab with Lynn from Fidget Spins. Okay, she's gonna be my guest host, and I'll see you then. Okay, so you guys stay blessed, and thank you for watching once again. Like, share, and comment. Okay, and subscribe if you haven't done so. Stay blessed, hon. Bye bye.